Hey guys, it's Melanie Hinds, your fastest Iraqi Dinar somewhere on the net. I'm applying my gel before dinner. I do that because I don't drink when my husband's home, so I'm not having margaritas, so I want to make sure I apply my hormonal gel before our evening. So I'm gonna let it dry while I do this summary. Guys, I had a really early live stream so that we could go see the horses, and then we were able to walk the dogs. I was also able to get a nap. You have to get up earlier if you want those kind of things. So Iraq ranks 5th among GCC trade partners, which is amazing. Iraq has emerged as one of the Gulf Cooperation Council's top trading partners in 2024 after Gulf exports to the country increased by 47.9%, according to GCC Statistical Center. The data showed that GCC exports to Iraq rose 35.5 billion in 2024, up from just 24 billion in 2023. Why? Because they've been doing so many infrastructure projects. Pushing Iraq to 5th place among the bloc's leading trade partners and replacing the United States. So they replaced the United States in that position. I think that's funny. And of course, China is still GCC's largest trading partner, followed by India, Japan, and South Korea. So guys, I look at the big picture, and I love looking at the big picture. I'm very analytical because of my experience as an auditor with Pricewaterhouse. Iraq ships extra 100,000 barrels per day oil to the U.S. An extra 100,000 barrels per day. Isn't that interesting? Remember, Donald Trump himself said Iraq, we have 35 billion US dollars of their currency. So, you know, Iraq's crude oil exports to the United States rose by more than 100,000 barrels per day last week. The U.S. Energy Information Administration reported on Sunday. According to the EIA, U.S. crude imports from 9 major suppliers averaged 4,899 million barrels per day during the week, compared with 4.7 million barrels per day the week previous. Iraq shipments averaged 195,000 barrels per day, up from 92,000 barrels per day. Guys, that's just a huge increase. What do you think? What do you think? Comment down below, guys. I think, how are we paying for all that? And also, Trump announced today that everybody that's not wealthy is going to get a $2,000 stimulus check. I don't know what they're going to call it, but he did announce that a couple hours ago. I was getting ready to take a nap, and I'm like, well, I needed a nap, right? So you heard it here, maybe first, or maybe you already heard it. And then foreign reserves jumped by over 3 billion by September. Iraq's foreign reserves. And this is a picture of their central bank. Does this look like it's an architectural marvel? We've been covering that for the last 3 years due to our military sources. Does that look like the stunning architectural marvel of a country whose currency is going to remain a nominal rate and not be international at all? It doesn't even make sense that it's not international already. This is my humble opinion. This is not financial advice. This is entertainment purposes only. We don't want to be construed. I don't make any money if you invest in foreign currency. I've just been a holder of this for a while, like since June of 2012, when the good Lord told me to look at it. So how long have you been in? Comment down below. What are you having for dinner? I don't even know what I'm having. Oh, turkey pot pie. We're having for dinner. It's a really cold, dreary day, spotty rain. So it was my worst kind of day. But thankfully, I spent some time with the horses, my hubby, and our dogs. So I'm just fine. I had a great day. So now we're going to look at what everybody else says. I bring you the whole picture. I'm the only one who looks at the big picture. So please subscribe, tap the bell. I'm not looking just one of the trees in the forest. I look at the whole forest. So here is the summary of everybody else as of this time, which is 4:29 p.m. Forex opens at 5 p.m. If anything changes, trust me, I will let you know. I will go live saying the time is now. You will not get an email from me. You will not get a call from me. You will not get any DMs or private messages from me on any other platform. All I do is here, and if I reply to your comment, I just say simply email me if you want the 3 steps to a safe exchange, which is what I'm known for, because nobody else tells you how to find a bank, what to say to the bank, in the scripts of what you say during your exchange. So the first person up is Sandy Ingram. I've not reviewed this before. Iraq's election will be held this Tuesday, November 11th. Iraq is now officially in a mandatory election silence period. The reason this is so important is Iraq's last election in 2021 caused violent clashes in Baghdad and led to nearly a year of political deadlock before was even formed. Samson, Iraq's gold reserves are approaching the 171-ton mark. Militiaman article, Iraq's gold reserves are approaching 171 tons. Why is that important? Because since January 2025, they've added 8.2 tons of gold over a 4-month period through July to November. From January, they got to somewhere around 162 ton. They went up to 170.9. That's big. Iraq came in fourth in the Arab world after Saudi Arabia, Lebanon, and Algeria with the largest gold reserves. Frank 26, they're using the history of the Kuwait revaluation from the 1990s. They don't want to repeat a Kuwait syndrome. They don't want Iraq to make the same mistakes and come out like gangbusters with a high rate like Kuwait did because it affected Kuwait's inflationary factors. Their GDP, their jobs, let alone their confidence that was being established in their new rate in their banks. Talk about a shock. The release of their exchange rate was too high and it was undisciplined. It was not controlled. It was not managed. Iraq's reinstatement learned from Kuwait's mistakes. Well, the new thing that didn't exist back in the 1990s, not only did we not have the internet, and they ran a full page ad saying they weren't going to revalue the currency for a year, and they did it overnight. Now, we not only have the internet, we have digital banking systems that are quantum, that's what they call them here. They are blockchain-based, decentralized financial banking systems where all the transactions are detailed and on decentralized ledgers, where even if part of the system went down, the whole globe would have to go down for them to all go down. And even then, there's backup power sources in different places, so they're held within nodes, computers all over the globe. It's a decentralized network, really hard to manipulate, not been hackable, very transmutable. It's everybody can see everybody's business. It's clear. It's not like this bottle, which is opaque. This is a former financial system. That's why all sorts of dark money was shifted around and, like Doge found out. This is clear transaction, and Iraq has that system. So nobody knows I do, because I used to audit financial systems. The fact that this system is in place and all the U.S. systems are in place, the global systems are in place. How do we know they're in place? Because the digital Iraqi dinar coin, which is a stable coin, is on Handle Forex on Coinbase. It goes up and down in value. We have no idea if that's Iraq's only stable coin. We know in the U.S. there's various stable coins. You probably heard about them, but you have to know crypto to know about that. I know all of it, but this is a summary. So people in Iraq, 90% of their currency has been taken off the streets and put in these accounts. And now they have digital cards, just like you do, MasterCard, Visa, debit cards. They get more money. They get a 1-to-1 ratio, which is better than what they were getting before. 1-to-1 meaning 1 Iraqi dinar on the coin, on the paper currency. You get a 1 digital dinar in the banks. It's no big deal. Well, now, ever since I've been talking about this, ever since Forex released this memo, that means it's already loaded at 481.01. So we already know what it should come out at. Why? Because it's an AI banking system. Now, guys, it just came out of a 3-day summary. I'm going to talk about that for my Miracle Manifestation members. What AI does with systems. And this knowledge gave me a new awareness of that AI-run banking system. When you have an AI-run banking system, they don't have to worry about inflation. They've done all the models. They've already been checking. They've already deleted a few zeros in certain transactions like home loans. I've covered all that, guys. I've been doing the detailed articles that the military provided. Another retired military person provided this article for me because he's a Forex trader. And, it's already preloaded. It says right here, this memo confirms that the Iraqi dinar is fully armed for public rate visibility at $4.81.01 with active infrastructure integration, live suppression staging, and institutional level confirmation via Albanian Center's white paper of 2024. The rate is suppressed, but loaded across all FXVU telemetry layers. The presence of the IQD on active Forex platform confirms that institutional infrastructure is engaged, meaning it's already loaded, it's engaged. Institutional infrastructure, that means the banking system, right? Release is now dependent solely on coordinated political timing. Well, what is going on coordinated political timing-wise? Well, Trump's flying all over the place. We know America holds more Iraqi dinars probably than any other country. And he's doing negotiating deals everywhere. You think he's not negotiating this? I think he is. What do you think? Comment down below. This is the best time for it to happen. Also, their election is on Veterans Day. So, I don't know. What do you think? All I know is I'm going to be live on Veterans Day, probably 3 times because it's a big day. So you're going to want to subscribe, tap the bell so you'll be notified every time I'm live. Mark C, we love him. It said, it appears we will go after the election or maybe the first of the year. Mark C says, I do have one contact who said he believes the reason we have not seen the RV yet is because of perception. Coordinated political timing. I just read it, right? He says they don't want it to appear that the RV affects the politics. He said it's his thoughts that it would make sense to wait until the day right after the election so no one can claim Sudani just did it to get elected. I don't know. What do you think? Guys, all I know is I'm excited. Are you excited? Please comment down below. When you go to sleep tonight, if you want to help us manifest this, just stream. Ask God to give you a sign. Ask God to give you dreams. I've been seeing 1111, which means promised land. So does 111. This morning, I can't even remember. I think we were in Psalm 37. Go listen to it. It was really good. I did more detail dives on these articles that I saw. Guys, this is the best time for this to happen. If you agree, comment down below. I would love to have you as a member of this family because we are a family. We have fun too. But I'm going to go live at 9 a.m. in the morning, and I will see you then. And then for my Miracle Manifestation members on the membership side of YouTube, you have to be a member through YouTube. If you're a Miracle Manifestation or above, you can join me on the Zoom tomorrow at 11. The link is already up. And you probably know where that is. You can always upgrade tonight if you'd like to join us on that, because we're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about what God revealed to me through the AI training I just went through. And because of that, you apply that to my previous knowledge of the banking system, auditing of systems, and the fact that the auditors are all over Iraq. It's something you're not going to want to miss. I love you all. See you tomorrow. Bye.